Hi there, welcome to this demonstration stroke tutorial on how to create titles for videos using SketchBlock Pro. I've already got a prepared video set up already. It's a recent performance by my band Burnt Ice. So I'm just loading up Blender there. Now transfer over and we'll start up SketchBlock. This is the Pro version, latest beta. Right, so I'm going to try out the new X-Men feature, although at the size of image that we're working at, it won't really kick in. The video is 720p, so we want an image size to fit, which is 1280 by 720. I'll just resize that so it shows all at once for ease. Right, we don't really want the background, just want the main screen. So now we want some text, so we go to Layers menu, Create Text. You can see the name of the band's already in for my previous attempt at the video. Choose our font. This is a rather nice script font with a fairly thick stroke to it. Now we want to outline the text with brush. I'm going to choose a small brush, the 10 pixel brush there, soft edges. We need to swap the foreground and background down so we've got a white body and a black background, back outline. We want to stroke the text, we want to fill the text, and we want to stroke first so that the smooth anti-aliased edges of the text are shown against the brush and the brush doesn't overwhelm the text. I'll just demonstrate what you get if you do it the wrong way round. So without stroking first, you get like that. Let's move that down. And then if you do stroke first, then you get a thinner outline, which is what I want. So let's just get rid of the bottom one. So just drag this one into position. Now I want so in red, say a little bit about what song it is and what the venue was. So setting up the colour I want there, sort of darkish red. Create text and then type in more details. The song is Postcard Blues. Traditional typo there. Venue was the Wedgwood Rooms. Wedgwood. Rooms 2016. So that was at size 130. I'm going to make that slightly smaller at size 100. That's still going to be a bit too big for the window. There we go. So now I can pull that down roughly into position. Now obviously that's much too wide, so I need to scale it in. So we go to menu, Layers menu, Scale Resize Layer. I'm going to click Transparent Preview on so we can see where it's going, and then just shrink it down to fit. Adjust it down there and scale. So right, now we've got those two images on separate layers. What I want to do next is combine them. So I go to Layers menu, Merge Visible, and then choose Clip to Project. What this will do is expand those two layers into one big layer the size of the project, with transparency everywhere else. Now I'm going to make a copy of that layer and then choose the one beneath it, and then what I'm going to do is to create a shadow. So I'm going to go to Color Adjust, disable the gamma and the contrast, and then set the RGB values to 0. and then adjust colour. And you can't see that there because it's the layer below. So I'm already in the remove tool, so move it 5 pixels each time, and you can just see it now. That's a bit heavy for an undershadow. So what I go now is go to the Gaussian blur function, set that to about 2 pixels diameter, and then run the blur on that. What this will do is produce a softer shadow. Just takes a few seconds to run. And it's done. So now you can see a nice soft shadow in the background. So now I need to export that as a ping image to keep the transparency to import into Blender. So we go to the Export As, Project Export As menu. And now this is the new export menu, which features the new export plugins which I've just developed. There's 6 of them at the moment. Info, which is Amiga Icon, JP2000, Portable Network Graphic Ping, which is one we want, or JPEG, ILBM and Portable Pixmac, and I'll be building up more as I go along. So we want the alpha channel with that, and we want to export, so we export that and find the project directory 9below0 Sport Gig and give it a name, postcard title dot ping, and that's exported. Right, now we've finished in SketchBlock for the moment, so now we go into Blender and we're going to add images, and then we find that directory again and choose our title image, select image, bring that down to the front, and then we can zoom in on that a little bit. Where is it? There it is. Right, this is running at 15 frames per second because that's the speed my camera does when it's at low light levels. So we want to stretch this out to a good 10 seconds, a bit more long. So press the G for get. We've selected just one end, so we're dragging just one end, bring that out to about 150. Probably make it 200, make it a good long intro. And then ideally, right, then if you click in the middle there you can see it. Right, now you can see a lot of little artifacts around the edges because you need to set the pre-multiply for the alpha effect. Now that goes away. Then we want to choose alpha over on the input properties. So now you see it lays over the top, and the drop shadow tends to help it stand out a little bit. So ideally now we want that to fade out as we get to the end of the sequence, otherwise it just goes all sudden. So in the IPO frame, if we control click at the start for on full, control click at the end, completely faded out, and then we want to control click around say 85 for a fade out. And then as it works through that area, you'll see it gradually fades away. So if I play that back, set that to synchronize, and then go to the beginning, you should see it gradually fading out.
This is one of my own songs, though. So pictures of
loud, perhaps. Let's go to and turn that down. Don't know how well that will hear on the video. So demonstrate that again because I probably went past it. That should fade out as we get near the end there. Right, it goes quite quick because it's skipping quite a few frames. Right, now press home key to zoom in and see the whole lot. If you select it again, press Shift D to duplicate, and then we can drag it to the end of the video. The last frame is 2740. Yes, got the video framing's not set up quite right there, so just set that up. Last frame is actually around 4,405, so let's put that correct. Now here we want to fade in this time, so we choose a new IPO curve and edit, which will make a copy of the existing one. Click tab to edit, and we can grab hold of the beginning, pull it down, grab hold of that point, grab it with G, pull it across, and then grab that one and put it up to the top, so now it fades in as it gets towards the end. So you see yeah, so it's fading in. So now we have titles both ends. I don't know, I think that's a little bit too short, so I'll click on the right hand again there, press G, drag it out to say 300. That's about 20 seconds in, so you've got plenty of time to see what's going on there without it getting in the way of the video. And because I've used percentage rather than frame locked, that doesn't need adjusting at all. Do the same on the exit, but this time click on the left hand side and drag it so it's about there. So now we've got the titles set up. We can go to the render section, set multiplexing audio, set the video to MPEG 2, and then just click on anim to render it out. Obviously it renders the first few frames. I won't obviously render the whole video because that will take a while and you'll fall asleep by the time that's happened, but you can see the first few frames fading in. Okay, I'll stop that there. Right, save the project just to avoid all that work being lost, and I'll render that out later and provide a link to the final video. Just while I'm here, a couple of quick glances around the new SketchBlock. There's a new gadget for displaying the brushes. Now they display in columns that auto adjust depending on how wide the layers window is. Similarly for the tools, there's a lot more options in the paint setting now with modulation. You can set it to fade out, cancel, over distance example. That kind of thing, or you can set it to modulate the pressure and then put the pressure onto colour. So if you choose two different kinds of green, you can get them to work properly. Green and there, different green, black. Right, so then you can do that kind of effect. You get sort of grassy effects. There's quite a lot of other different options around that I've added recently. Much more improved picker tool, for instance. New tool for creating circular text. So if I make text on that one, it'll come out circular. Might take a while. And quite a lot of other options to play around with. Anyway, that's a quick preview of SketchBlock Pro in its development state and an example of how to create videos with it. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you around. Okay.